You want to know something devious that I thought of?
What?
What if you okay, so dog treats.
Okay, I'm aware.
Some are shaped like bones.
True. This is also true. I feel like
Some are not.
what are some shaped like? Slash,
I
what
don't
should
know.
they be shaped
Just like
like?
little round things,
Okay, okay.
right? So what you could do if you were really devious is buy some dog treats,
Mm-hmm.
take them out of their dog treat container,
Right.
put them in like a Tupperware container,
Okay.
and then offer them to your friends as snacks.
True. I thought we were about to give the dog something fucked, but
Who
instead
do you think I am?
instead we're just gonna poison our friends. This is fine, too.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
no, I
It,
believe you're able to eat dog food, at least some thing, or at least dog treats.
it's regular human torture. Your friends are eating the dog treats and they're like, this fucking tastes like dog food.
this,
You're
this
like,
tastes like
oh
dog
shit,
shit.
that's crazy. I don't know why. That's wild.
Why do you know what dog food tastes like, Craig?
The store said my dogs would love them. You guys are my dogs, so
You guys are my dogs. Uh, this is very. I had a thought. I did have a thought. I have historically had a thought in the
this
past.
is pretty disappointing if I'm
No,
gonna be
no,
honest.
no, 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 no. I swear. Fuck. Oh no no so it's like a really diehard dog owner is like, hey, like I want my dog to have like the top quality food. Like if like I can't have my dog's food, if it's like bad for me, that it's bad for my dog. I need to make sure my dog has the best food. And so like usually you get the dog good food, but this guy just sits down and eats with the dog and has the has the dog treats and has the dog food just to make sure everything's tip top, everything's working out over here.
He eats a full ass bowl of dog food for dinner
With the
every night.
milk and dog treats, like cereal,
Milk.
like cereal, or it's like milk and cookies.
Tonight we have a a dog treat stew.
We have an affront against God. Uh,
We have what they consider a war crime.
now what's really crazy? This dog treat gumbo does technically violate the Geneva Convention, but
This has been called racist before.
okay, hey, it's only racist if it's institutionally backed by a higher by like a I almost said a higher power, like fucking God. Like it's only racism if it's backed by like a hard institution. This is just regular plain old discrimination. Not only that, but this is who asked.
We've now introduced it. I can't even say it.
What? What?
We've now introduced into the universe godly racism.
It's like a new level, a new tier that you have to achieve. Like you thought like masters then grandmasters, but dude, it's ranked competitive racism.
I was thinking more like girl defined. How to be
Oh,
casually racist in a God honoring way.
you got to remember the 3 B's of godly racism.
Come on, yeah.
Biscuits,
You put yourself here.
dog biscuits.
All right.
Butchering. Make sure you butcher the other person. Make sure you just absolutely tear into them.
Okay.
And
Come on.
give me 5 seconds.
5, 4.
Beseech the
3.
Lord.
I have 1 B for that, and that's B.
This is Who Asked, the most inconsequential show on the internet. I'm Alex.
And I am Aaron. What do we do?
We give our opinions despite the fact that nobody asked. And I want to say it like that just because this is one of the first episodes that we're recording after we came back to school and everything. And a cool thing happened was that we got a bunch of like people from TikTok to like find some of our videos and like them. And we got a bunch of followers. So if you are a new fan and you came from TikTok, welcome.
Yeah.
And also, this is what we do, and we're probably never going to describe the show like that ever again.
Welcome like a month or two later. Fucking sick.
What's up, gang? You are, if things have gone according to plan, you are the alleged I almost said toads, snails, the alleged snails or chefs, team alleged snails.
I thought you were gonna say, if things have gone according to plan, you are now a part of the hive mind. You know what's been bothering me?
What?
So, in the bathroom in my hall, all the toilets. So it's 3 toilets and a urinal, and they used to all have like levers, for to flush it.
Right.
But they just put in sensors, like motion sensors, so that way you just leave and it flushes.
That's
which
good.
is good, yeah, for like the 3
Touchless and
toilets.
everything, yeah.
But the door to the urinal has like a little swinging door, like a stall, and the door to the urinal is closer than the stall doors for the toilets.
Okay.
And it happens to be just close enough that the urinal thinks it's a person. So every single time you open the door to use the urinal, it flushes to greet you.
That is top tier hospitality. That is.
I opened it for the first time and I was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe they fucked it up. I can't believe it.
That's some like posh, like rich people shit. To be like, I want the toilet clean before I use it. I want to like trip a motion sensor going into the bathroom to make sure the toilet flushes by the time I get there, to make sure that there's nothing in it.
I want the toilet to say hello to me as I arrive.
The toilet to say goodbye to me and when I leave.
Toilet's not they're like, the toilet's not speaking to me, it's just flushing. And they're like, it only knows one language. It can only speak toilet. Sorry, can't teach an old toilet new tricks.
In the in the toilet's language, it actually means I would die for you. I would die for you. You're my person. You're my toilet's language.
It actually, in the toilet's language, it actually says the existence of casual racism implies the existence of right competitive racism.
Oh, that was a defective toilet. When the toilets start gaining sentience, we have to kill the toilet. Cut off its water supply. No more toilet. We want God-fearing toilets in our household. Ones that God-fearing. We have to get into the topic. We absolutely have to start talking about something normal.
This isn't normal.
Within the last 30 seconds, we've said God-fearing toilets and ranked competitive racism, and
I'm sorry, what's the problem?
And the toilet's native language.
I don't see a problem.
Dude, all of those terms are so racist against toilets.
Sorry, man. I don't believe in equality for toilets. Anyway,
Speaking of violating the Geneva Convention.
You can't have brought up the Geneva Convention twice. You shouldn't bring it up ever. Okay, you've already brought it up twice in this one episode.
I brought it up the second time to reference the first time that I brought it up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What the... I'm looking at my speaking points, and it's
about
hypothetical snails in the Geneva Convention, and I'm like, fuck.
You see, I had to reference the Geneva Convention so that I could reference myself referencing the Geneva Convention.
No, Your Honor, you don't understand.
Anyway, would you rather? We're starting off with a would you rather.
Right.
And that would you rather is, would you rather have a year-long, all expenses paid trip to Europe, or a safe weekend trip to the moon?
Ooh, interesting. This is actually very, very interesting. Okay.
There's a lot of factors that go into this.
Yes. Yeah, so let's clarify some things. One, is it really all expenses paid, all inclusive to Europe? Because like They say it's all like resorts and stuff like that. They say it's all inclusive. They say it's like no, like all expenses paid, like upfront or whatever. But they charge you for every little thing. Like, oh, you're missing a towel, that's $10. Like the drinks, that's a lot of money too, and everything like that. And so it's like says it's all inclusive, and it's not. So is this all inclusive?
The only thing you have to pay for is you have to tip the taxi drivers.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I hate helping people, and I want to make sure that I don't help anyone.
You don't have to spend a dime. Not
Okay.
a single thing.
Okay. I don't have to, but like I could.
You could spend money if you want to. Like everything like
you're legally not allowed to spend money.
But like also say you just like spontaneously decide to go eat at some restaurant or something like that. That's paid for too.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm understanding this. Now on the flip side, the moon. Is it night? I'm kidding. You didn't say. Dude, why don't we just go to the sun at night and then it'll be cold and we can.
Why don't we just go to the moon during the day? Then it won't burn us. That wouldn't make
any sense. The moon's not even there during the. Actually, it is sometimes. However,
it is. Isn't it crazy how there actually is a dark side of the moon?
Yeah, because like the way the moon rotates as it revolves around the Earth. It's like there's always a certain side of the moon that we're constantly not seeing. I mean, like obviously we know what it looks like. We've just like sent stuff like satellites and shit. But
its period of revolution is the same as its period of rotation.
Yeah,
that's fucking science right there.
Yep.
Anyway, what were you saying?
You said all expenses paid for Europe. Did you say that for the moon? Am I paying to go to the moon?
That's actually a great question. Fuck, I don't know.
Let's say no, because that's weird.
Let's say you have to pay like
it's the same amount as like it's like a plane to London.
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay.
It's like enough where you have to like, or like you're like, okay, that's substantial, but it's not enough to be like you would pay that. It's an amount that you would pay in order to have a chance to go to the moon.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I might want to go to the moon. Actually, I really want to go to Rome. Oh, this is tough.
And you have a year. You could go to Rome and
it's anywhere. A year in Europe?
It's a year
versus a weekend on the moon. That's a long time though. But it's so cool to visit all those places. There's so much history. I love history, especially in Greece and Rome, and I'd probably just stay
fucking nerd. Think about it this way. You could, even though yes, it's all expenses paid, you could feasibly go to Europe on your own terms another time.
That is true. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I like that it's only a weekend because I probably wouldn't want to be there much longer than a weekend if I'm not doing anything like scientific. If I don't have like a mission to go up there, I'm just goofing around on the moon.
Exactly. And you could collect like rocks and shit and like come back down and sell it.
True. Would anyone believe me?
That would be tough.
Would a single person believe that I went to the moon? Like, no, I have pictures. It's like, yeah, sure, these are real pictures that you took on the moon.
Okay.
Like I've never heard of this moon thing, but you say you've been there. You've been there.
Yeah, say you went to the moon. Everyone knows it's a fucking projection created by the government.
To sell what?
I didn't say they were selling anything. I'm sorry, do projectors only exist in order to sell stuff?
Dude, that's what Big Projector wants you to think.
God fucking damn it.
I love saying that. That's what Big Blank wants you to think. I've been using that a lot. I think
I noticed.
I think I would go. No, this is so hard. I think I go to Europe.
Dude,
I think I go to Europe.
You could go to the fucking moon, my guy.
No one would believe it. I have to go by myself? Like, that's not...
Okay, let's say people do... Let's for the sake of this, let's say you have some sort of, undeniable proof, like some...
Sure, that's fine. That's fine, too. I guess my main thing is that, like, yes, it's a really cool experience, but if I don't have, like, anyone to share that with, like, that's not... That's not fun. Like that's
Okay, what
I
if you
mean,
could?
like how much fun I could have is like very easily maxed out. Like the ceiling for the fun is very low when you're not with
But
another
it's not
person.
just about the fun, is it? It can't just be about the fun. You're going to the fucking. I can't believe I have to say this so many times. It's the fucking
No,
moon,
no,
my
no.
guy.
Like you understand what I'm saying though, right? It's like the say you're like going to France, you're going to like the Eiffel Tower, and like how very, very different that is going by yourself versus going with someone, whether it's like a significant other or a friend or something like that. Like, I don't know. There's just something really, really important about having someone there with you to like share that with.
Okay, but who said you could bring a friend to the Europe trip?
I can meet people on the Europe trip. There's no one on the fucking moon, Aaron.
Yeah, you're there for a fucking weekend by yourself. You think you would get bored on the
I'm not saying
on
I wouldn't
the
get bored. I'm not
moon?
saying I wouldn't get bored. I'm saying that like I would get
Think
kind of sad because I would want to like have someone to share that with.
so.
Aaron, where
Let me
are
get
we?
this straight.
Where are we? The
Let me get this straight.
Neptune?
No.
Are
Let me
we?
get this straight. You are going to not go to the moon because someone else can't also go to the moon. So
No,
therefore,
because like
nobody
it'll
gets to
get
go.
lonely. It just like it's
Bro, I
but
can't. I
versus
can't believe.
the opportunity to like meet new like go to like somewhere I already want to go, like Greece and Rome, other places in Europe that I haven't even thought of that I would still probably want to go to, meet people there and be able to like share that experience with other people. Like that's I guess that's interesting enough to me. If I answered this question and I was 15, I would probably want to go to the moon.
Bitch.
And think of all expenses paid. That's kind of hype. I don't
Think
like spending
think
money.
about
I
think
don't make a
about
lot of
let's get
money. I like
economical and think about opportunity cost.
okay.
I'm 0% sure I'm using this term correctly.
I
However, what I'm going to say is
I do know what the term opportunity cost means.
going to the moon would be a once in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, that shit's priceless. It's priceless.
No, we assign price to things, and like
Listen, what did
technically
I
not
say?
price.
What did I say? What the fuck does I said 0% confidence in my correctness in using this term.
I the the concept of the opportunity
No,
cost
shut the fuck up. I don't care. You get my point anyway. I just thought it sounded good. I thought it sounded good.
well,
And
well
my
I
point is you have one opportunity in your life to
mhm,
go to the moon under any circumstance.
mhm.
And you get to go to the like be one of the only people
Just
that has
because
ever done it.
just because the opportunities are limited doesn't inherently make it more beneficial or like more
But
enticing
it
for me
but
to
it
want to do it.
but it I don't see why not.
I'm telling you why not, because I don't assign a lot of meaning to going to the moon by myself.
Okay, what if you get to bring someone?
Hell yeah, I go to the fucking moon. Let's go. Ew, no, the moon, dude. There's moon people on the moon. Me and the homies hate the moon.
Think of all the moon farts. Ew.
Moon farts. I heard moon people just shit on the floor. They learned that from the Americans.
Bro, they don't have a floor. They're not that civilized.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The ground.
The moon has reverse gravity.
No, let's make a big difference. There's a difference between the floor and the ground. My
Sure,
house has a
fine.
floor. The earth has a ground.
Fine. I'm sorry. The the bold of you to assume the moon isn't manually structured to look like ground, but is actually floor.
Sorry,
Have you been there? Have you been there?
The moon is covered in hardwood floor.
But it looks like rock.
Really good painting.
Oh my god! Fucking Michelangelo went to the moon to paint it.
Dude, why would they send the Ninja Turtles to space?
That was mint.
Wait, I keep forgetting to mark what time we started. How far
I
in
did.
are we?
We're 20 minutes in ish.
All right, deal. So,
Uh,
also, if we were to do this right now during COVID times, a trip to Europe might not be so glamorous.
That's true. I still want to go see like like the Parthenon and the Colosseum and like
Well, guess what? That's dumb. You're dumb, bitch.
fuck. No, if I'm going to the moon by myself, I would rather go to Europe. Even like the moon's cool. Like, hey, I would go to the moon, but I feel like I'd get lonely so far away from the Earth.
Man's crazy. Goes lonely after 2 days. Wild. I would choose the fucking moon.
You
No
okay,
other
man?
words needed.
You okay, man? Well, I feel lonely all the time anyway, so like going to the moon wouldn't be really different.
Yeah, that's
There's no
basically
internet on the moon. Fuck.
crazy. Wild. They should really set up a router up there.
A router. Router to where?
Bro, to the Wi-Fi. What do you mean? Tired of using cell service up there.
Yeah, 5E on the moon is just not as good as it is on Earth.
Dude, that's why there's no COVID on. That's why there's no COVID on the moon, because there's
Right,
no 5.
because
There's no 5G.
Wi-Fi.
No, because there's no 5G up there.
Dude, I'm gonna go to the moon, microwaves and tinfoil, and we're on that COVID grind, man.
Stonks.
Get us out of this topic. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay. We're doing like we're saving psychology for last, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we're back with another bot.
Bot. Again, in case anyone's new to this, it's a thing that we read. It's like the concept is someone coded and like had a robot or like a thing of code like watch 1,000 hours of blank or like a lot of content of something, and then made the bot like write algorithms to write its own dialogue of whatever it is. We've done Hallmark movies, Olive Garden,
Lawyer
commercials, right?
Have we only done 3? Did we do another one?
I think we've only done 3 or 4.
No, we did Did you say Batman?
Batman.
Yeah, it's Twitter user Keaton Patty.
Yeah, good stuff.
So this one's actually pretty recent. It was October 6th, 2020.
Oh, that is pretty recent.
And
well, what is it?
I forced the bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Judge Judy.
Ooh.
And then asked it to write an episode.
Court case. Okay.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Sure.
Have you seen any Judge Judy?
Probably a while ago.
I don't think I've ever sat down and watched an episode, but I do believe I understand the vibe.
Yes, let me tell you, you do. It's very exactly what you think it is.
Gotcha.
And with that being said, let me get into this beautiful masterpiece. Intro, court. 10. We're 1 for 1 on the accuracy.
Perfect. Hey, the Batman one did not start this way.
No, exactly. That's why I'm like, hey, living and learning. Well, not living, it's a bot, but it's learning.
I mean, hey, what is living really? If not writing Judge Judy episodes.
Don't bring me back to toilets. I'm not going back to toilets. We're done.
No, if we're talking about a certain convention on what's okay and what's not okay.
Your Honor, I swear toilets are living beings and they deserve respect. Anyway.
Watch, if I stab this toilet.
God damn it.
Its toilet family is going to be upset with me.
Okay, we're done. This is enough.
Okay.
We're past the line of no return. Well, no, we're not. We're returning.
We passed it. We're just on our way back.
Can you return past the line? No, but never mind. We see Judge Judy, the angry mother of gavels.
Oh.
Her clothes are very law-abiding. She is judge, jury, and Judy.
This sounds like if I don't know, like Herodotus or like Virgil or Homer like wrote this episode of Judge Judy like in ancient Latin or in ancient Greek, and like they were describing like an ancient goddess and like what she looks like, what her domain is, and what her title is, and like it was really roughly translated into English by 2 undergrads that had no idea what they were doing. where they pulled it from like 10 different professional translations online and then put it down.
Dude, it sounds like they walked into the room and Judge Judy starts like floating up from her chair, like light shooting out of her eyes. She's like, "It is I, Mother of Gavels, here to determine your fate."
Yeah, yes, that this is exactly that.
Also, honestly, what a great saying. Like, she is judge, jury, and Judy.
I know.
That's fucking, she should pick that up for real.
Absolutely.
That's so good. Okay.
Yeah.
Announcer. This is Judy's
Stop. Announcer? Is this
Yes.
like a fight? Are they in a boxing ring? All right,
Ladies
let's
and
go.
gentlemen.
In one corner, we have the mother of gavels, Judge Jury Judy.
And in the other corner, we have your bitch ass.
You have IDK, the victim, or some shit. I don't.
Monday.
You only win the court case if you can beat the shit out of the judge. That's modern age trial by combat.
You get weapon of your choice. She gets her fucking gavel. She's just going at you.
Yeah. It's like an anime like weapon. It's technically a gavel, but it's like 10 feet long and it's got like 100-pound weight on it.
It's Thor's gavel. Only she can pick it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, announcer says, "This is Judy's restaurant of law. The cases are real. The people are real. The Judy is realistic."
Okay, we can infer that the people are from this. The people are real and the cases are real. It said,
Yeah.
But Judy's not real. Judy is kind of real, resembles real. Realistic is not fully real. Realistic is real like. So we right off the bat, Judy does not exist.
It's a restaurant of law.
Oh, I also forgot it was a restaurant. Damn, this is a very multifunctioning courthouse. They run cases in here. They've got gazpacho. They also have like entertainment. They got a fight going on. That's pretty hype.
They have a real murderer, like a real actual one that murdered people. Oh, and
hey, we don't know yet. Well. We don't know yet. The spaghetti's great as well, dude. Imagine it's like a really emotional court case, and it's just like people yelling on the witness stand, order, and like the waiter comes by and he's like, "Do you want anything else?" Like, no, just the check. The check's good. I'm just like,
would you like some more water? My fucking wife died. All right, okay, I'll come back with refills.
I'll come back with refills. Gets you another wife.
Oh my god.
You're legally not allowed to ask what we do in the
waiter,
back kitchen.
Waiter, I need ice. I feel like with these first like couple lines, the bot is like, all right, I'll level with you guys. Like I'll make this like just sounding good enough to be confusing, but not that crazy. Are you happy?
The bot's leveling with us like, fam, you know it, I know it. Judge Judy's not real. You've never
Let's face
actually.
The facts.
Let's
wake up, sheeple.
Oh god, the robot's becoming sentient. We got to throw it out just like all the other toilets.
Lists of things that aren't real so far. We have Judge Judy and tennis. Where else shall we add on?
Snails.
Snails might be real.
Allegedly.
A strong maybe.
Oh god, I love realistic Judy. All right, keep going with this.
We see Judge Judy seems to be actual Judy. She said,
"We're on to your shit, Judy. We're on to your shit."
Yeah, it's Judge Judy or whatever. Okay.
The judge formerly known as Judy.
Bot's like, I'm not buying into your system.
I'll tell your story, but I don't have to subscribe to anything. Also, I wasn't able to do my hair before this, and also like I don't have my contacts or anything. You were getting the full, uncensored, unadulterated Alex. This
is the raw Alex experience.
This is Alex raw.
Anyway, she sits on a bench. She's sentenced to be a chair. It upholds her.
Well, lovely. At least.
She sentenced the bench to be a chair. This bench is having an identity crisis.
Hold on. Is it the chair or the bench that was sentenced?
She sits on a bench. She's sentenced to be a chair.
Okay, hold on. If I'm understanding a courtroom correctly, when they say like approach the bench, that's just like coming up to where the judge is. It's not a literal bench. So
No, she's sitting. She is. What
okay, but
what I'm hearing from this is that she took a bench. She said, "I am now formally sentencing you to be a chair." And now it is the
they had
chair
their
on
whole
which she
court case.
sits.
Yeah, they had a whole court case. Bench lost. Bench was sentenced to be a bench. And the way I've been picturing this is that you know how like it's like a pulpit. Pulpit's not the right word. It's like you. It's like
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what a pulpit is. So that doesn't.
it's like what a priest like preaches at a
Oh,
it's like I think it's technically called like an ambo or something like that. But it's like a place where they come up and talk, like where the judge usually sits. Yeah, that's definitely not there. It's just Judge Judy, just like you see her as she's standing, just on a like a park bench that they put and like and like bolted to the ground.
it's on a fucking park bench.
It's on a park bench inside.
But she gaslights the bench and tells it it's a chair. What's up, chair? No, I'm a bench. No, you're a chair. You're my chair.
It's a person named Bench.
She's just sitting on a dude. It's a fucking dude.
Dude, it's current year. It could be a girl. But also, yes, it is a human being.
Sorry, it is current year. I can't believe I forgot.
Motherfucker. It was a huge deal when it turned current year.
Sorry, I'm still living in past year. Anyway, Judge Judy says, this is so good. Judge Judy says, I awake when rules break. Who has murdered the law as of late?
I didn't know. I didn't know Judge Judy speaks in iambic pentameter. Judge Judy speaks in rhyming couplets.
Yeah.
That's hype. That is so sick. If Judge Judy spoke to me that way and I didn't commit the crime, I would just confess to it because clearly I did it.
Kind of not helping with her legitimacy though. Kind of sounds a little robotic. I'm not really. Doesn't sound, you know.
I guess
a little skeptical of this, Judy.
We already know that she's on thin ice. Her existence is on thin ice.
Yeah.
Can you read the couplet again? That was so.
Here's the thing. The second sentence is a whole thing to unpack on its own.
Okay. Well, thank you for at least attempting to maintain the illusion that this was going to be like a rhyming demon from hell.
Who has murdered the law as of late? Was the sentence.
I do remember that part, but it was super cool.
Is that like a meta crime?
Dude, only one person can judge this, and it's God.
Like not breaking a law, but murdering the concept of a law, like
like erasing the law from existence. Oh
like,
my God.
And then, but we don't have rules for that sort of like. What are the implications?
My roommate just got back, and he's in the bathroom.
Dude, that toilet saying unspeakable things.
My roommate just walked into the bathroom and the toilet flushed, so we can expect another one soon.
But anyway, yeah. I awake when rules break. Who has murdered the law as of late?
Again, this sounds like an ancient poet from like Greece or Rome wrote this shit down, and it was like revered as one of the best like pieces of literature in ancient times. And then currently there's like a group of 2 or 3 undergrad students that have no fucking clue what this says in English, and they're pulling like 10 different translations, and it kind of sounds cool because they're bullshitting a lot of it, but it's definitely not what the original author intended.
She's like doing a fucking jig on the ground. She's like, I wake when rules break.
She jumps out of her park bench.
Yeah, which is actually just the person.
The person finally gets a moment to breathe.
She stands up. He's like,
did I tell you to breathe, park bench?
No, it's chair. It's
chair.
Anyway, Continuing. A plaintiff stands in front of Judy. They have small claims, but Judy makes them large or medium. Judy controls sizes.
This is good. Hey, I mean, anything to make smaller voices heard. Quieter
Yeah,
voice.
that's what this is.
Yeah,
That's it. You got it.
yeah. Power to the plaintiff. We stand with you, plaintiff.
We've history, herstory, plaintiffstory.
Plaintiffstory. What does plaintiffstory consist of, Aaron?
Need I explain?
Yes.
All right, anyway, the plaintiff says, my brother did drugs with my car. Now airbag is weed bag.
All right, I'm gonna retcon a few things. That park bench is definitely everything. This is like a cartoon where all of the objects have like big googly eyes and are real and have living souls, and they're just because clearly this car has a drug addiction because the plaintiff's brother has been doing drugs with the car, not drugs around the car. The car is real, sentient, and aware that they're committing crimes and doing it anyway. The car is the victim in this scenario.
Listen. Can a car really give consent,
fellas?
Can it? I mean,
in this, I'm gonna say in this universe where they have eyes and have bubbly personalities, yes.
I mean, how old is the car though? You have to be 18 to be liable for these sort of things. Surely the car's not 18 years old yet.
We call the car to the stand. Hey, it could be. It could be. Dude, 18 is like 40 in car years.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew we were going to bring in car years. I was just wondering if it's going to be me or you.
Dude, the car comes up to the stand and it's just like, so, did you do it? And it's just like, hell yeah.
The car is goofy.
I love drugs.
Now airbag is weed bag.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. If that wasn't implied from the car and the brothers drug use.
I can't remember the voice you fucking used for that car. What the fuck?
Dude, I'm picturing this as like a psychedelic just drug trip of a kid's cartoon of just like googly eyes on everything and just like everything's like dancing to music that's not there.
And Judy's just still light shooting out of her eyes.
Judy in a completely different art style from everyone else.
Exactly.
This extra planar being shooting lightning and just like, who dares murder the law?
I awake when rules break.
You're a bench.
She's now Bane.
Oh God, no, I didn't mean it like that.
I was born in the Gavels.
Dude,
born in Miles.
Oh my gosh, there's a Harley Quinn show on HBO Max, and it's so fucking funny because they just like have such funny renditions of the characters, and they have Bane is in it, and the Legion of Doom treats Bane like he's 5 years old, and it's just like they're at a kid's bar mitzvah, and Bane is just there. Joker just like takes his chicken, and he's like no, I was gonna eat that, and it's like Joker's like no, I'm gonna hold on to this, and he's just like I ordered the beef well in advance. Like, well, what are we doing here?
That sounds like someone who's getting into a fight. I ordered the beef well in advance.
I'm sorry for that tangent.
Anyway, yeah, let's get back onto
cars do drugs, airbag, weed bag.
Let's get back to tangible things.
Tangible and hypothetical things.
My brother did drugs with my car. Now airbag is weed bag.
Mm-hmm.
He owes me a sober car or a new brother.
This is all right. All right, I can handle this.
This is reasonable.
This is a reasonable ask. Let's see what else.
Wait,
or a new car.
Weed.
What happened
Gotta
to
get him out of there. Switch him out with a new one.
Right, you're right. I'm sorry. Did the car die? Did the brother die? Can the waiter? We're gonna need another.
It just says he owes me, so he owes her.
Okay. We're getting some context to the plot.
A sober car or a new brother. So it's like he has to provide a sober car, or he has to himself deliver her a replacement for himself.
All right, let's see where.
Badass. Okay.
Let's see where it goes.
A defendant clears his throat.
Oh, perfect. Thank God there was a defendant here.
A defendant.
Thank God
not necessarily the defendant.
Thank God there was a defendant just like in the audience. Like, at
Thank
least
fucking God.
this case would have went way too
It's
fast.
the new superhero. There's the Avengers, and then there's the defendants.
Dude, it's the pisser, the guy who couldn't care less, the defendant.
Anyway,
And dude, it's the defendant and the lemon man, agent of chaos.
the what?
The
lemon. Oh my God. The
dude,
lemon man must
that is
be
an
here.
epic. That is an epic battle that I'd pay money to see.
Oh my God. Anyway, okay. A defendant clears his throat. Judy clears her everything. We don't even have to talk about that one.
All right.
That speaks for itself. She just shits herself right there.
I was thinking a completely different direction. Just like the defendant goes, so, and Judy just erases his like the defendant's like memory from everyone else in existence just away. No one remembers who this man is. It's just like
No, Judy clears her own everything. How the fuck did you come up with that?
I don't know. She's flying, but also on a bench.
You just hear the courtroom.
Someone laughs. Just sort of lightning deleted. Also, my visual of this now is that Judge Judy is like floating like 10 feet above above the floor. Fuck you. 10 feet above the floor, but still sitting on the bench.
The bench floats with her.
Yes.
Like there's an inseparable bond between ass and chair.
Yes.
And it always separates when she chooses it to be so.
Right.
Okay, defendant. He speaks words of craziness. I do not do drugs. I have eyewitness.
Oh, so the defendant is the brother? Is the plaintiff's brother?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
Okay, pretty normal defense. You know, I have singular
an
eyewitness.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed to be.
Dude, these people are like
the best evidence, but hey, this is great.
It's not honestly. It sounds like these people are like they just like don't quite know English. Like
again, written 4,000 years ago, translated to now by 2 undergrads.
Checks out. Okay. Okay, so he says he speaks words of craziness. I do not do drugs. I have eyewitness. A drug falls out of defendant's mouth. It is not over the counter. It is extremely below the counter.
This drug couldn't possibly be more under the counter. That's what we need to be calling illicit drugs. I want every formal documentation of illicit drugs to change to under the counter.
Below the counter.
It's like it's like under the table, like beneath the table, like under the table dealings.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's under the counter.
It's extremely below the counter.
It's you meet like a shady guy in an alley, and he's like, "What do you want?" And you're like, "Got any of that under the counter shit?"
How low is it? How down? How far down is it?
He opens his jacket. It's just like a small bag of weed. He's like, "This shit's on the fucking floor, dude." The shit was at the pharmacy, and they fucking dropped it, and I found it. Do you want it? It falls out of his mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
As he's apparently he's able to say the whole sentence while the drug's in his mouth, and then once he's done is when he decides to drop the drug out of his mouth.
All right, we're gonna say at the same time what drug was in his mouth. It has to be as under the counter as possible. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Molly.
Advil.
Now here's the problem with that. Advil is one of the most over-the-counter drugs.
Now that is what Big Pharma wants you to think.
That's what Big Counter wants you to think.
That's a big
counter. The CEO of Big Counter wants
to. Just like, see, we are above everything. You are all below the counter.
From where I am, you're below the counter.
The moon projection is the counter, and thus we are all below it.
Beseech the god of the counter.
All
anything as above the counter, so below the counter.
So that's why you go to the moon, so that you could spend some time with the CEO of Big Counter.
Yeah, beat the shit out of him for his capital.
Exactly. Do a service to the whole world.
Yeah, guys, illicit drugs for everyone. Once I beat the shit out of this CEO big boss that lives on the moon.
Okay. Anyway, we're believe it or not, we're only just about to really get into this. Into
Okay.
the meat and potatoes.
By the way, we have about 14 more minutes.
All right. Word.
Cool. Let's try to get as much as possible without interrupting you.
Do you maybe just you want me to just shoot through to the end of this?
Shoot through.
Okay. A drug falls out of defendant's mouth. It is not
Molly.
over the counter. It is extremely below the counter. A drug. He does not do me.
The audible just of the court. Just this gasp.
When everyone else realizes that they were on drugs the entire time.
Everyone, if you all look under your seats, you will find one drug.
Oh my dude, it's meta. It all zooms out, and it was just like that. This was all the high of the brother doing drugs with the car. Like this was their trip.
Dude, that's why Judy's not realistic.
Dude, that's why Judy's not real. This thing. Okay, anyway, Judge Judy. Eyewitness, you are not an eye. Do not pee on my leg and tell me it is the wet weather. A drug. Okay, I will not do that.
Now that is one God-fearing drug.
It's one Judy-fearing drug.
Like I said, a God-fearing drug. I love how compliant the drug is.
You are not an eye.
Again, it's like these like ancient sayings that like philosophers have been using for thousands of years. Like something that Socrates probably said, like, "Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's wet out."
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like the bot is throwing us a bone. They're like, okay, I'll give you something that's like close to real.
What is that close to?
Eyewitness.
Peeing on your leg and saying it's wet.
All eyewitnesses have to be sentient eyes from now on.
Yes, I saw everything. I saw the whole thing. It's just like a one big floating eye.
All I do is see.
Like,
I live a life of pain.
Existence is torture. I can't not see. Well, perfect. But is the eye lying? That's now.
We sentence you to life. Got him.
All right. Last little note about this. I'd like to believe that the drug is out of the defendant's mouth, but not actually on the. It didn't fall to the floor. It doesn't get its share. It's fully dressed up. It's fully,
it doesn't say. It just says it falls out of the mouth. It doesn't say it hits the floor or anything.
I would like to think of this as like a little baggie of weed. Actually, no. It's just like a full syringe of just some illicit liquid in there, very under the counter liquid in there. It's that dressed in a suit, tie, everything. It's got like a tiny little briefcase. The defendant just got his mouth out, just got his tongue out, and the syringe is sitting on the tongue of the defendant, just like, I speak nothing but truth. And then Judge Judy's like, that's cap.
I was thinking like the bag has a full-sized human suit. And it's just a bag in the collar.
Your Honor, I have some compelling evidence.
Anyway, so the drug says, okay, I will not do that. Very polite.
That's a good drug.
The defendant puts a drug back into his mouth spot.
Let's just put that back in there.
It's just like, all right, you said what you need to say? All right. Oh, yum.
Yum.
I don't do drugs though. I just hold them in my mouth.
It's like a snack for later.
Just for safekeeping, you know. Anyway,
yeah.
So the defendant puts a drug back into his mouth spot. The bailiff bailiffs. This section is a commercial for bailiffs.
Is that what that says? Oh my god. Okay.
Bailiff bailiffs.
Yeah, man.
I guess that's what a bailiff does. Can't say it anymore. Can't say it any more directly than that.
I have you. We will bailiff.
Bailiffology, the study of bailiffs.
Like, am I supposed to buy? Am I supposed to like?
It's just a commercial for bailiffs.
It's not a commercial.
It's not commercial for bailiffs. It's a commercial for bailiffs.
Oh, okay. To the bailiff population.
That's what I'm deciding now.
I understand.
What that means.
This is a targeted ad. Okay, interesting.
Very specific audience.
Actually, personally identify as anti-bailiff.
In every way but physical, I am a bailiff.
All right, finish it out.
Judge Judy, I have decided you are innocent of being not guilty.
So he's guilty. So he's guilty. That was.
The defendant replies with, wait, this is incredible. The defendant replies with, law words? Say that in American. Judge Judy says, you're a loser, so you lose, loser.
It's like in movies when they're like, I have to bypass the mainframe and hack into the interface. It's like, in English, please. Like, Judge Judy's like, you finna die.
Judge Judy's like guilty. He's like, what does that mean? She's like, fuck you. Suck my fucking dick.
Suck my fucking dick. Bung.
Eat, die, and shit.
Oh,
Judy bangs gavel. Defendant turns into a truck for plaintiff. Plaintiff, I wanted car.
My man said he wanted a sober car.
The truck gets smaller, so it is a car. Judy controls this. Judy controls sizes.
As been established in the universe.
Everything comes back full circle, you know?
Is that the end?
Yeah.
Wow, that was great. The kids
what a fucking whirlwind.
Kids that translated this absolutely getting like a B+, A- on this. We have no idea what they were actually trying to say, but this is pretty close.
Dude, that was like textbook like movie writing. Like everything just descends into madness at the end, and then you just get this sudden peaceful ending.
Twilight Zone. Peaceful is a strong term for the dude that got turned into a truck.
Yo, he doesn't know.
He knows.
Yo, but he gets turned into a car. He used to do drugs. Now he becomes the car that does drugs with a brother.
So he doesn't get to. It's perfect. He's since he's guilty. He wanted a sober car. He now becomes a not sober car.
And then he does drugs with someone else's brother, and it all goes back to the beginning.
Wow.
I'm calling Big Bot.
Is Big Bot also on the moon?
I haven't figured that much out yet.
That was great. Thank you for sharing that. Anyway, we have about 6 minutes.
Fucking not enough time for a psychology thing.
That's totally fine. Do you have a?
I have another would you rather.
Let's just hit it real quick. We'll just hit him with it real
This
quick.
one was pretty clear cut for me.
All right, then hopefully it'll be clear cut for me. We can just end the episode.
Would you rather have a month of vacation, like, you know, awesome, luxurious vacation,
Okay.
really great experience. Can you hear my roommates?
I can just a little bit. I feel like it's fine. It's just
They're
like
having like
background.
just a loud conversation right outside my door, which is pretty lit. Anyway, so you have a month vacation. It's awesome. But after it ends, all your memory of that vacation is taken away. It's wiped away.
Mm-hmm.
Or have those memories of that awesome vacation, but it never actually happened.
Ooh.
Now, from talking about this with my friends, an important thing to establish up front that like tends to define this would you rather is, do we know that the memories are fake, or do we think that they're real?
I think you would have to assume that they're real. Oh, actually, okay. This is interesting. We can go in two different directions on this one. What do you want to say with it?
Well, I literally think it makes the difference. Like, I think if you know that they're
that is
fake,
true.
then I'd rather have the experiences. But like, if I think they're real, then I would choose that. It literally, for me, that is the make or break.
You know what's actually really interesting? I would probably have the vacation and not remember it, because there's something just about, like, I don't know, just like very generally of living in the moment. This is actually a philosophy that I take on a lot of things. my mom got mad at me, like not mad at me, mad, but like just like she was like upset. Just like 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was like a really nice full moon, and she took a picture of the moon on her camera and was like, "It's a nice moon," and she was like, "You don't seem very interested in it." And I was like, "Well, I mean, like I saw it, I was there, like I enjoyed it where it was, and like feel like taking a picture." She was also showing it to her sisters, so like that was justified. But also, it was like, and I know the camera can't capture it as well as me actually experiencing it, and it's not even like living in my memory or something like that. I just like I enjoyed it when I did, and like that was nice. I feel the same way with like street performers. It's super cool, just like walking in the city, and there's just like a dude juggling, or just like someone just doing something fucking crazy, or like a cool statue or something. Like it's always so cool to enjoy those in the moment, but it feels weird and unnecessary for me to take out my phone and record it. Like, what am I gonna like? Max, I'll share it with someone. Just be like, so like it might apply to someone, or like my friend might have found this funny. But I would never record that video of like a dude juggling. It's super cool in the moment, but I would never record it and then keep it for myself to like watch later. Like why the fuck would I do it? Say fireworks, street performers,
I agree with you.
star,
I have to
like
say,
yeah.
I
And
agree with you
and
on
so
all this.
with all of that together, I feel like that same philosophy would also apply to me enjoying a vacation and not remembering it, because
Here's
like I probably forgot all those street performances, and I probably forgot actually what all those fireworks and stuff looked like, but I know that like in the moment I enjoyed it, and like I would do that in the future.
I agree with that philosophy that you were talking about. That's like, for example, over the winter break, I drove to surprise one of my friends from school um, for their birthday.
Mhm.
Um, and it was really great. And like, as I was going down, like some people were like, you should record it, or like, because you know, you see those videos of people
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah.
surprised. And
Yeah.
but whew, um like I didn't do it, like I didn't record it, because that I just don't, if I'm gonna have that moment where I'm gonna come surprise my friend for his birthday, I don't want part of that moment to be me holding my phone out recording it.
I feel the exact same way. I feel
I
the
don't
exact
want
same
that.
way.
However, I don't think that that directly translates onto this, because what I think is that when you have experiences like that, when you have a vacation, after you have them, the only thing that they are, the only way in which they exist is by your memory. And so if you don't remember it happening after you do it, it basically, for all intents and purposes, it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
I I guess that's true. It's a very pessimistic attitude toward life, and like
I
just
don't
like
think so. I mean,
the meaning of like actions and consequences and stuff like that.
I mean, it's not like I wouldn't map it that far,
Because it's
but
like, oh, you if I like told myself I'm doing the right thing, just because like it's the right thing to do, but it didn't like truly affect anyone, did I even really do it? See, if I kill the
but that's not
sentient
what I'm.
toilet because it was speaking racial slurs, but you know, no one else heard the racial slurs and no one knew the toilet beforehand, did I really did I really commit a war crime?
You see,
Perhaps.
if Judge Judy turns a human into a vehicle, but the vehicle wasn't able to say anything about it, did it actually happen?
A nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. We've established that that car had eyes. It
Well,
could
no,
see,
no.
but
The
it cannot
first, the
talk.
first car had eyes. We don't know anything about this other one.
A weird dead car where everything in the universe like has eyes and is goofy and like giddy and stuff, and there's just this one dead car, no eyes, no personality, no nothing. It's just a car, but we know that there's a person. Like,
It's
oh,
like, dude, it's like the concept where it's like, you know, Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck and them all are like sentient beings, and then
and
Pluto's just a
Pluto,
fucking dog.
Goofy, also a dog.
You know, do you know what like the I have no idea how this is probably definitely unconfirmed as shit, but have you heard like
And also probably the last thing we'll talk about. But what?
the theory as to damn, the theory as to like why that is?
No, I've never. I've always heard about the thing of, isn't it weird that Goofy and Pluto are both dogs, but one's a dog and the other is like a person?
The theory,
Oh,
you're either
I'm
gonna
really
hate
excited for
this or
this.
you're gonna
No,
love
no,
this.
I'm really excited for
The
this.
theory is that Mickey Mouse is keeping Is keeping a handicapped person as a pet?
I rescind my previous statement. I want it struck from the record.
Alex is like, that sounds like a good idea.
I want my name off of this podcast.
All of a sudden, I'm inspired.
I'm inspired. No.
Could you imagine that, but in human form?
Dude, no.
No, that's the cut that right there.
No, cut it after this. Actually, the whole gang is in on it.
Yeah, they must be, dude.
Mickey, Goofy, just the whole fucking gang is in on it. And there's just a dude that is completely just lost his will to live and just exists as a dog because like his captors have explained that he's a dog now. As
either they're in their own closed off group of like people that are like okay with Mickey doing this, or Disney has created a universe in which it is acceptable to keep handicapped beings as pets.
No. It's definitely the first one. Name where the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is. That's right. Undisclosed location. A fabled secondary location that is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse whereabouts unknown.
It's a fucking SCP. It's like a science fiction like creepypasta like if you shut the bathroom, turn off the lights, spin 3 times and say like take me to the clubhouse, you end up in this extraplanar realm where Mickey Mouse enslaves you. You just can't leave.
You just hear oh, gosh, and then you vanish from existence.
You're, oh gosh, there's a fucking bag thrown over your head and you're never seen again.
Never seen again.
And there's mysteriously
until you come back as a bench.
And there's mysteriously a new bench or a new character on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And that's where we're going to end the episode.
Wow. All right. So, okay. So we have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, we have a Twitter, we at whoaskedcast. We have a YouTube channel, Who Asked ? Where you can watch a video of these recordings. And we have a website, whoaskedpodcast.podbean.com, where you can find all of our episodes, all the links to our socials, and all of the platforms on which you can listen to our podcast.
And if you have your own topic, your own submissions that you want to send in to us, if you want to yell at us for our dumb opinions or tell us to stop talking about war crimes, you can email us, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Have you yourself committed a war crime?
Is Judge Judy
tell us
real?
About that. It also is Judge Judy real. This is a time sensitive matter.
This is urgent.
Dude, I put this shit on Ask Reddit and I have not gotten a response yet. I'm kind of worried.
My one response was from the government.
r/the government. No, I'm sorry, u/the government.
You know those texts where it's like the FBI wants to know your location.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh my god, a text notification just came up on my Microsoft PC.
Stay the fuck where you are.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is the location of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is known, and you're not allowed to know more.
I got a message from the FBI. It just says
they'll never fucking. The government texts you and says yuck. Yeah. Please email us whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Is Goofy in the House of Representatives?
Email us. What do you know? All right.
Okay.
We'll see you next time. Bye.